This is a 6-part series designed to help you prevent sexual harassment in your workplace. By engaging in this training, you are taking your first steps to being a helpful bystander who is ready to respond to any sexual harassment that you might observe. This training will help prepare you to respond quickly and appropriately to sexual harassment so that you can contribute to making your workplace a positive place for everyone. Welcome to Sexual Harassment Prevention. This is Module 3, Taking Action. What should you do if you witness sexual harassment happening to others in your workplace? Let's take a look. Don't become part of the problem by ignoring bad behavior. If you're not sure if something is inappropriate, ask yourself, is the behavior unwelcome? Could this behavior make the job unpleasant? Further, is the behavior sexually charged or focused on sexuality or even gender? Does the person have to tolerate that type of conduct to keep his or her job? Additional questions include, is the behavior distracting the person from doing their job? And did observing the behavior give you a gut feeling that something is wrong? Here are some examples of sexual harassment you may witness. Verbal harassment includes name-calling, lewd jokes, and unwelcome propositions. Nonverbal harassment can include posting graphic images, staring at someone inappropriately, hand gestures, or whispering about others. Then there's physical harassment. That includes things like grabbing or groping, hugging, patting, or kissing. While these are the most overt and obvious, all harassment is equal in its destructive nature. If you witness harassment, choose the appropriate response from the IDEA anti-harassment actions. The first is I, and it stands for intervene. Involve yourself in the interaction to get the victim out. But as a bystander, you may not be comfortable confronting behaviors as they occur. If that's the case, try to create a distraction. Distractions or interruptions can remind people they are not behaving properly and that others are watching. Some interruption techniques include slamming a door or cut in and tell the offender you're busy concentrating on your job. Another idea would be to pick up a phone and tell them you need to make a call. Or you can walk over acting like you need to get something from the area they're in. If that doesn't work, you could ask the victim to come with you to another location. The next letter is D for direct. If behaviors are causing discomfort for others, find an opportunity to tell the harasser it needs to stop. Be mindful of timing though. A confrontation could make matters worse. The harassed coworker could become more embarrassed. Another issue may develop where the harasser could become angrily defensive. If you choose to talk to the harasser after the encounter, it's important not to be accusatory. Ask questions like, how do you think she feels about what you said? Or, what if he didn't want you to be so close? Or try, do you think some people may not appreciate those pictures? Peer pressure is an interesting thing. It will not only put the harasser on notice, but it actually may prevent future problems. Keep your discussion simple and start by identifying who was involved. This will help the harasser understand you have the facts. Then describe what you witnessed and explain that the incident caused discomfort and was unprofessional. When addressing a verbal harasser, you might say, I could tell she was uncomfortable with the language you used. I think it would be best if you stopped talking like that. That's simple and to the point. For someone engaging in nonverbal harassment, you could say something like this. You know, people have commented about the pictures you hang up. They think they're offensive and make us look unprofessional. How about you take them down? If there's an instance of physical harassment, you may want to use a sentence like this. He cringed and looked like he didn't want your arms wrapped around his shoulder. Don't you think it would be best for everyone if you didn't do that? Since a lot of people are non-confrontational by nature, especially when dealing with harassment, a calm discussion directed with concern for a potential harasser's job should make an impact. Addressing bad behavior early is a good way to stop it before it gets out of hand. You can make a difference before it makes your work environment unbearable. And if it's an unwelcome behavior of a sexual nature, it needs to stop, no matter what. That means it's okay to follow through with the confrontation even if you cannot clearly identify it as a specific type of sexual harassment. Now we'll move on to E for elevate. Ask for help if you are not comfortable with stepping into a harassment situation directly. Find a member of management and explain the situation. They can determine how to address the people involved and work toward a resolution.
I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having some food.
You know what? I'm gonna send CJ over here by you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have a talk with Joanne.
Just a good idea.
All right.
A lot of fun.
Hey guys, how's it
Hi.
going? Hey, CJ, do you mind heading to the bar quick? Yeah. Awesome.
Hey, buddy.
Say, I can't help notice.
Are you okay?
I felt trapped.
It needs
Yeah.
to stop.
No matter what I said, she just kept coming on to me.
Hey, CJ,
Yeah.
you know, I'm sorry this happened today. It was inappropriate.
Thanks. But what's gonna happen now?
You know, the sale is just fine. You know, we'll talk about it more in the morning, but for now, let's just go home. And finally, A for approach. Approach and support the victim. Let them know they're not alone in recognizing the inappropriate behavior.
I heard what just happened out there. Are you okay?
He just came on to me, and when I refused, he told me to finish all those tonight, or he'd fire me.
I know, I heard it too. We have to do something.
But he runs the clinic.
It doesn't matter, we have to do something.
What is there to do?
Let's report it.
Remember to reinforce that what you witnessed was not acceptable and that the victim is not to blame. Be sure they know who to go to within the organization. You can even offer to assist with documenting and reporting the incident. Quick action will help stop sexual harassment before it gets worse. Create a distraction to interrupt an incident in progress if necessary. Tell the harasser what you witnessed and encourage them to stop. Let your harassed coworker know they're not alone and offer to help.